Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Market Misfits. So, been out for a couple of days, but we have been trading, so it's taken up some extra time. We started up mentoring inside of the group Market Misfits. If you're not part of Market Misfits, and come on over to Facebook. We have a public page, and we started a private group exclusively for people that want to learn more about trading. So, when you get here, come over to the guide section and make sure and check out what is driving the crypto market and strategies. We're using the Wyckoff strategy at large. So, like on a macro scale, we also have analysis and other literature education tools, including a trading plan, our own personal trading plan in here for everybody for free. So be sure and come over here to Market Misfits Academy on Facebook. This is a private group and it's 100% free. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Bitcoin. So speak of the Wyckoff method. This is the Wyckoff trading methodology here. So it's based off of market cycles, which we cover inside the group on the training in detail. So I'm not going to go over a bunch of details here, but we started at an accumulation. And to me, actually, this was a spring. This is against what's most popular, I guess you would say, because most people are considering this one accumulation. But if we drag this all the way down here, then we had no spring. So as soon as we broke out of this accumulation with our spring, our liquidation spring down here, we got right into another state of what consolidation, because we didn't make any great new leaps or bounds. It's kind of just been, we kind of been consolidating more than anything in accumulation. So after the Fed had said that they were going to not be cutting rates likely in March, that is a bullish indicator for Bitcoin. So whether we go up or down right now, I'm leaning more towards markup after this reaccumulation period. I'd say that we would not go down maybe and retest these lows here, because you don't know what news is going to come out between here and then. But from the Fed saying that they are not going to cut rates, that is a bullish indicator. Let's take a look over here at what we had posted earlier inside of the group. So here's the historical data with interest rate heights. So the majority of retail has this stuff wrong, you guys. So it's imperative that we express what is right or what historically has happened. So we see our interest rates here pause for the majority. And what did we see? Up. So we started seeing hikes. And this hike right here, we really started going up. Okay, we got a pause right here, and we still went up. Right here, we cut. And if you follow this line all the way down to the bottom where we stopped cutting and we paused, what happened here? That darn near marked the bottom right here. So here we are again. Here we started hiking rates. Follow this straight up. Yeah, we had a little slump right here. It took some time to kick in, but we also had some other factors that were playing in, like the banking crisis and all that stuff happening right here to help contribute to this. But overall, when we hike rates or pause is when we see the growth. You're going to see the majority of retail saying, great, they're cutting rates. That means that we're going to go up from here. But historically, with Bitcoin and the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ, this is not the case. It's the opposite, you guys. So make sure and be aware of that. Let's take a look at the XRP chart, the 3 minute. So this is what we've been trading using Mark Douglas philosophy, using fixed variables. This session took slightly over 3 hours. So 3 hours, 33 minutes, 3333 must be a sign. So you can see right here on the 3 minute that we just recently broke out again. So we had another break right here, break of structure, boom, we're up on the 3 minute. Let's take a look at this article real quick, and then we'll take a closer look at the charts. So this is what seems to be a negative article, but I see this as positive. The sentiment for XRP in Twitter and all over is pretty red. And when we saw Bitcoin take off, it was during like the worst sediment that you can imagine. We saw our first spring up out of those bottoms, those lows. So now that we're seeing so much negative sediment, I'm thinking green. So if you're wondering why some of this stuff is green, then that's why, because we're seeing it as positive. XRP negatively drifting from its 3-year consolidation plan. After 3 straight years of consolidation, the XRP price has finally broken out of its pattern, but it's in a bearish direction. The price of XRP has been a major source of concern for industry observers within the community. While XRP was impacted by the past crypto winter, when the markets recovered, it lagged behind its peers. At the time of writing, XRP is changing hands at 49.5 cents after dropping 1.97% in the past 24 hours. The coin's market capitalization is also down by almost 2% at nearly 27 billion, while trading volume has dropped to 25%. So we've been seeing this on the charts, been seeing this as we're trading. We're going to look at this scenario. Lots of people are posting this stuff all over Twitter. This guy particular, not to rag on the dude or anything, it was quick to give everybody, technical analysis, their praise and, everything, their contribution to everybody that's in the crypto space. Just a heads up, when you're following someone, you gotta be really careful who you're following. If you see them excited and they're trying to get you to FOMO in, or they're excited one minute, they're down the next minute, that's probably not the person that you want to follow. That is a tactic used by marketers to get people to channel into their emotions so that they'll watch longer, and so that they will get more attention, so they'll get more views, and so that they'll get more money. So you just got to be careful. You want to be keeping a cool, calm head as you're going through this stuff. You don't need to be, getting afraid when this stuff starts happening. And so one of the ways that you can do that is by planning for this to happen, just as we have been. We started looking at this scenario, I think it was 3 months ago. We started looking at the possibility of this breaking down, because this looked like a upward rising channel, and those tend to be bearish. Notably, XRP had been embroiled in the lawsuit between Ripple Labs Inc. and the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, over its status as an investment contract. The lawsuit, which began December 2020, had entered the court hearing session by April 2021, with the uncertainty at the time dragging down the crypto assets price. The drawdown continued even after Judge Annalisa Torres' court ruling vindicated XRP in the last year. So vindicated was, what was made false to be true, basically. Or, vindicated to make just. Rather than print a bullish recovery, the chart from Crypto Rover shows that XRP is carving another bearish path, one that might imply a drop to levels not seen in months or maybe even years. So again, there's an unseen agenda, I think, especially with XRP. I know that there is with the markets. This news article is put out at a time, all this negative sentiment and the market pushing down at the same time. That is not a coincidence. This is to scare people into getting out when this is the time that they should be getting in, not financial advice. I'm just simply saying, you want to buy when fear is high, and you want to sell when people are shouting from the rooftops, get in, get in, get in. So not financial advice. Financial advice, always do your own research. With the majority of the victory scored when Judge Torres declared it a non-security last year, not enough to push it to new heights. That's because banks want XRP cheap. We talked about this we talk about this always on the channel, that banks are not going to pay market price for something, especially XRP, when they can drop the price in a heartbeat. Throw out some articles, drop the price, hit the sell button with some leverage, collect liquidity to spring up for a bigger move up. The potential so they're saying that the only hope for XRP is the ETF. But I'm thinking, we get some legal clarity, and when banks are happy with the price that they've dropped it at, then that's going to be why. And you're going to see, probably it's going to be when sentiment is at its worst. And y'all go on Twitter right now for just a second and take a look at what people are saying about XRP, and the sentiment for XRP is looking pretty bad. So we're getting pretty bullish here. We're going to look at the smaller time frames and take a look and see what could be happening on the other side of this weekly resistance trend too. while the likelihood of approving the product is still speculative, they're talking about the ETF being the only hope. Agree somewhat. An emergence can change crucial market dynamics and shift the liquidity dominance from Ripple Labs to other institutional players as well. So they definitely have a point there. So we were just checking out this chart. Let's check out this other Bitcoin chart. And then we're going to go on to the XRP chart and look at the smaller time frames. Just wanted to cover this real quick. This has been some of our day trading on Bitcoin. So we had caught this move here. We caught this here with the liquidation spring. And then this one, we just got shy of the last target here. But we're going to look at this on XRP too, but this is looking like a market maker move to me. So this is a false break, again, below a supporting trend, just like XRP, except for XRP, it's on a much larger scale. So typically when these types of things happen, you will see it break out the other side. This is to get people going short, hit their stop losses coming up, you know, hit people going long. So people that were long here got slammed, boom, boom, perfect. Seeing volume has been up. So, we'll see how this continues to unfold. This was around the time that the Feds were saying they're going to pause the interest rates. So initially the markets took a downward trajectory when they announced that they probably weren't going to be cutting rates, or they probably weren't going to be cutting rates in March. So that's a bullish indicator. So there is no historical data anywhere that shows that rate cuts are good for stocks or cryptos. It's completely backwards. So let's take a look at the XRP chart. We're going to take a couple different perspectives on this as price is currently moving up. Let's look at the 4-hour. We're going to zoom in. Not going to take a whole lot of time right here. Just want to get this point across. You remember how we just saw Bitcoin? Price was below the supporting trend. Let's take a zoom in on the 4-hour. This is what we are kind of seeing as a possibility for XRP, looking for a price action pattern of some kind, just like we did on Bitcoin on the outside, on the other side of that trend. Again, this is to stop people out who are going long. So a lot of people got in right here. Stop losses all down here. Boom, we got a false bottom right here. Crash. We had another false bottom here on smaller time frames. Crash again. Okay, so let's go into the 1 minute. We're just looking, long story short, this is our setup that we've been trading all over the place. And here we have it, descending channel. We just pushed just past this support, but we are still at around the 50-cent psychological support right here. So looking for some kind of price action pattern and ultimately for price to get up above this high here. So looking for price to get to 55 cents and shut down on the daily above 55 cents for XRP. Let's take a look at the smaller time frames over here. This is what we've been trading on the day. I say the 3 minute again. So we're going to look at smaller time frames here. So here's that red supporting trend. It was a resistance trend. See how it resisted price all along here. We broke out and boom, smack. We're right on this in the 50-cent support. So this is an ideal place. Again, not saying to buy anything, but we bought down here. We're still holding position, part of our position down here from the day trading. Now on a little bit midterm perspective, let's take a look at this possibility right here. Really didn't plan on going over this one, but I just happened to see it right now, so let's cover it. So looking at this, maybe something like this. Inverse head and shoulders right on the top of this. Again, we are outside of the weekly resistance trend. So this is pretty similar to what we were seeing over there on the larger time frames, but looking at it over here on the hour, let's take a look at the 15-minute. So according to the Wyckoff trading method, this was an accumulation. Here was our sign of strength. So you want to see a big momentum coming up out of these consolidations. So we started markup, reaccumulation, markup, reaccumulation. And so we'll be looking at possible selling position up here at 51 cents, around 51 cents. But we will need price action confirmation to do this right now. And really, as it is, thinking this is the bottom for XRP, so probably would sit this out unless it just looks super solid. And we see negative Bitcoin sentiment to take a short position down here, because just kind of have a feeling like this might have been it. Get everyone, scare the crap out of everybody. Drop price below the supporting trend, and here we go. Here's our consolidation right here. So I would not doubt a spring right up out of here. But anyways, you guys, that's going to do it for now. Y'all have any questions, just reach out and holler. Come join us at Market Misfits, and we will see y'all on the next one. See ya.